Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today is a full face of Mecca Cosmetica or Mecca Max products. I thought I would just showcase the products that are from the Mecca store. I really do love them. They are affordable. Well, they're more on the affordable range. It's one of those kind of products that you kind of get addicted to when you see some of the things that they come out with, and that they're very, very similar to a lot of designer high-end brands. If you want to think of it as more drugstore makeup, then Mecca Cosmetica has your drugstore makeup all in one shop. Beautiful products, excellent high quality, affordable, in my opinion, products for the everyday person, for any girl really. So yeah, I will show you how I got this look today. So if you're interested, let's get right into the look. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing to start the base off is setting it with some Life-Proof makeup setting spray. This is a really beautiful setting spray. It can be put on before or after your makeup, or even just during to set some powder if you feel like you've gone a little bit overboard with powder. So I'm just going to do a few spritzes of this setting spray. This is the Life-Proof one. Give it a minute or so to sink in before going in. And for the base today, I'm using the Off Duty BB cream with SPF 15, and I'm in the shade 255, and it's for skin tones that actually have an undertone, a neutral peachy undertone. So this is the one that I've been using and have used. I did have another shade which was 285, but it was a little bit too golden for my skin. I ended up looking a little bit too yellow. That's the shade, and it's best applied with fingers. Rub in. I managed to get the perfect amount. Because this is just your beautiful beauty cream. Now I will have to pause the video to wash my hands after I put this on, because there's nothing worse than having a foundation or base product on your fingers and continuing on with makeup. I can't handle it. I just can't handle it. Okay, so next we're going to go in with concealer, and I've got the Life-Proof Mecca Max concealer, and this is in the shade 250. I'm just going to be applying some of that under the eyes. You only need like the tiniest amount of this. Make sure you wipe the extra on the cap. And we're going to put that over the eyelids as well, because we are obviously going to be going in with some eyeshadow. I've got a damp beauty sponge, and I'm just going to be patting that concealer in. And this concealer is full coverage. It's non-cakey, it's non-creasing. It's just beautiful. Like, it's just a gorgeous concealer, it really is. And obviously you will get a bit of creasing up on the upper eyelid, but that's natural for any kind of cream product going on the eyelid. If it's not set with powder, you're going to find a little bit of creasing happening right where the fold is on your eyelid. And next I'm just going to be quickly going in with the eyebrows, and I'm using the brow tinted gel. This is in the shade medium. And this really does come close to the Kush Fiber Brow Gel by Milk. Obviously the Milk makeup one is my preferred, but this is almost like a close second, third. So beautiful, beautiful product. Okay, so I had a numerous amount of products that we could have used. I mean, I had these primers. This was the bronzing primer, and this is just a illuminating primer. But did I use any of them before my face today? No, I did not, because I didn't feel like putting on a primer. I really just wanted to use the setting spray and have that as my base before putting on the beauty balm. But I will go ahead and show you the two different types. This is the illuminating primer. And this is the bronzing primer, which I've nearly finished, as you can see there. They're really, I mean, sheared out, just very subtle, but beautiful. We're going to be going in with the eyes, and first thing that I'm going to be going in with is not my huge Mecca Max palette, which is this colourful eyeshadow palette here. A lovely friend of mine gifted this to me, and I can't stop using it. It's the Holidays eyeshadow palette, but we're not going to be using this eyeshadow palette today. We're keeping it more subdued. So I was in Mecca the other day and I was like, do I really need another eyeshadow palette? But then I saw these cute little 4-pan palettes. They come in berry and they come in like a cool brown. I ended up getting the Plate Cool, which is the brown neutral palette. And this is it here. So it's $14 AUD and $16 NZ or NZD. Is it NZD? Yep. So it's a 4-pan palette. I've never used it before, but look at these gorgeous tones. Just your normal, everyday, neutral, nude brown palette. But yeah, so we're going to be dipping into this. So I'm getting a fluffy brush. I'm going to be starting off with the crease shade. For the crease shade, I'm going to be using this gorgeous, well, it's just like a, well, let's just go ahead and swatch them first. So let's swatch them first. Well, there we go. Hope that's a okay representation of the colours that you can see there. But yeah, highly pigmented, reflective in terms of that shimmer shade there. The crease shade, I'm going in with Upgrade, which is this taupey shade right there. Actually, what I will do, guys, is I am going to powder first. So I feel like the concealer is going to get too much grip. So I'm going to go in with the Banana Bake Skin Filter by, obviously, Mecca Max. And this is it here. I've hit pan on it. Yay! I hit pan on it a while ago, actually, but I don't use it every single day. But it's a beautiful powder. It's silky, it's smooth, it's non-cakey. You put it on your face. It does a beautiful job of mattifying, and also works really well with the setting spray if you just have a more oily face and you want to have the dewy look still, but you need powder. So these two work really well together. Dipping in with a fluffy brush, powder the eyelids, and this does come in a number of different shades. Just a light dusting. And what I love about the Beauty Balm is it's not tacky. There is a slight little bit of tackiness, but it's enough that you don't even need to powder. But of course, if you really suffer from oily skin, you might want to just go in with that powder. Let's go in with that shade. As I was saying, it's called Upgrade. Into the crease we go. Oh, it's such a beautiful light shade. There is a bit of fallout, but that's easily to be cleaned up. And I am tapping off really well. Using a different brush, I'm going to be going in with this shade here called A-List, right underneath that crease shade. Just to deepen it up a bit. Oh, that's just beautiful. Take it to the tail end of the brow. If you're anything like me, you love that shape where the shadow extends just to the tail end of the brow, obviously, and yeah, it just gives it, elongates the eyes. That's looking really pretty. Just going to fluff off a bit of the fallout. That was easy to come off. All right. Now with a flat shader brush, I'm going to go in with the deeper shade here called Shades On. It's a darker, deeper brown. Making sure to tap off really well and going into the outer edge of the eye. And this is a matte shade. With the edge of that brush, get the same shade and line it just underneath the lower lash line on the outer edge only. Just so it's looking something like that. Just making sure both of the eyes are even. These blend just beautiful. With my finger, I'm just going in with the shimmery shade and pressing that in the center and inner corner of the eyes. It's just gorgeous. It's a beautiful champagne-y neutral gold. It's not too warm and it's not too cool. Just getting a bit more in a corner. And of course you can go in with a brush to make this a little bit easier if your fingers are just not cooperating. Just go in with the powder, set it with your setting spray, wet the brush, and voila, you've got a nice wet looking eyeshadow effect. Now with that same shade, flat shader brush, dipping in between the shimmery shade and the warmer tone shade, mixing both together and lining the rest of the under eyes. Going to be doing inner corner highlight with the shade called, I forgot to tell you, the shade is called Flex. Doing the inner corner highlight and doing the upper brow bone with that shade as well. Okay, going in with the Mecca Max brown eyeliner pencil, and I'm going to be lining the inner and upper waterline. Now, these don't really come close to the Wayne Goss eyeliners, by the way, but they're good enough just for every day. I thought I had a mascara by Mecca, but in my last mascara update, I did a big declutter and I tossed out my one and only Mecca mascara, which was actually time to be tossed out. It was the volume, I think it was the big volume or something by Mecca. Anyway, I don't have that anymore, so I'm just going to be turning off the camera and I'm going to be just applying lashings of the Tarte Surfer Curl mascara, and I'll be back. Okay, so the eyes are all done. Now let's move on to doing some contouring and bronzing and blush. First thing I'm going to be doing is blushing first, and then I'm going to go on with the bronzer and the contour last. So this was my very first pink blush that I bought from Mecca, and it's the Chick Cheek blush in Pink Pop. This is Pink Pop, and this is Pinky Promise, which is my most recent purchase that I got from Mecca. Pinky Promise. So they're really quite similar. This one's a little bit more neon and this one's a little bit more baby doll pink, Barbie pink. In terms of today's look, I'm going to be going in with, this one's been discontinued, so I'm going to be going in with the Pinky Promise. And just with a big fluffy brush, going in and putting in the cheek colour for a pop of colour. As you can see, it's just a beautiful pale pink. Taking it up high under the eyes, which gives you sort of a more youthful look. Okay, so now that we've gone on with that gorgeous shade, I have this palette. It's called the Bronzathon Bronzing Trio, and I've had this for years, and it's pretty much a highlighter, contourer, bronzer in one. I really am not sure if they still stock this product, but we're going to be contouring with the middle shade and we're going to be bronzing with this shade. But the best thing that I actually do is I mix these two shades together, and I'm using a mini buffing brush, and I simply just dabble between these two shades here to do the bronzing and contouring in one. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and go ahead and you know what I've done here. And start bronzing, contouring away. Bit on the nose. Top of the forehead. For the highlighter, going in to highlight with this highlighting shade right there. It's very subtle highlighter, not right in your face, but it's there. It's more of a glow than a stark highlighter. For you girls that love nothing too obtrusive. Isn't it just gorgeous? A little bit on the tip of the nose, just down the bridge, and that's pretty much it. Now it's time for lips, and I'm going to be lip lining with a shade here called Classy. Oh, let's take the rest of that powder off. This is the Mecca lip pencil in the shade called Classy. Now, I don't really feel like being too natural with the lips today, and I'm going to be going in with Red Rage. And this is the high definition lipstick in Red Rage, which is this red shade right there. It's in between a blue, orangey based red. Feel free to go in with some more setting spray if you feel the need to. I don't feel the need to go in with more setting spray at all. Just zoom you guys in for a close-up look. And thank you so much for watching this full face of Mecca Max products. There is a big array of products at the Mecca store, and you can see the Mecca store comprises of Mecca Max and Mecca Cosmetica. The Mecca Cosmetica range is a little bit more high end, if you would like to put it, if you want to think of it as two different. You've got the sister brand, you've got the Mecca Cosmetica being the parent, and then you've got like the daughter or the sister, which is Mecca Max, which is a little bit more of the affordable range. I have a lot of products from both sides of the spectrum when it comes to the Mecca range, and I really love them all. Yeah, there's some products that don't perform as well as others. We had so many products to choose from today, and really I just wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to overwhelm my stuff. Like if I was to show you just how much stuff that I have on my desk and of the products that I have from Mecca, the list goes on. I mean, you can start a real big collection and you would be happy with it too. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.